of our oral health is very important in Ayurvedic medicine. I'm going to be talking specifically about Gandusha, which is holding a substance in your mouth for a long period of time, and Kavalagraha, which is gargling. And so this is indicated for people who have bad breath or an odd taste in their mouth, dryness of the face or dryness in your mouth, dullness of the senses, exhaustion, anorexia. And in Ayurvedic medicine, when we say anorexia, we're not talking about anorexia nervosa. We're talking about lack or loss of appetite, loss of taste, impaired sight, or sore throat. So this is interesting that I've read this in a couple of different sources, that the action of gargling actually strengthens the muscles that support the functioning of our eyes. So gargling improves our eyesight. And so Gandusha, I encourage you to look this up on the internet. The most common way that I have done Gandusha is through oil pulling therapy. If you Google oil pulling therapy, you will come up with thousands of websites that will describe how to do this. There are various methods, but basically the way that I've done it is inserting sesame, plain untoasted sesame oil, organic, into my mouth and then swishing it for 20 minutes and then spitting it into the garbage can, not into your sink. And this pulls toxins out of your bloodstream, and you do it for 20 minutes in order for your blood to go through a full cycle around your body. And then Kavalagraha is gargling, and this is what I will be demonstrating in the video. And that's when obviously you just put a little quantity of a substance in your mouth and gargle. And there are specific gargles that target different doshic things, and this book by Maya Tawari, Secrets of Healing, has some neat recipes in here. Eucalyptus gargling tea, ashwagandha gargling brew, fennel gargling tea, peppermint gargling brew, and eucalyptus and honey gargling tea. Actually, she has many more than that, and in Ayurvedic training we did some that had a milk base to them rather than water. And as I mentioned, you can do them as an oil base depending on your condition and what you're trying to target. So gargling and holding substances in your mouth are a wonderful way to enhance your health. Okay, you may wonder why I have this towel on and why I'm demonstrating gargling. We all know how to gargle, but I thought this would be nice for you to see this. This is a hot tip because the gargle that I prepared has turmeric in it, and turmeric stains your clothes really badly. It's very hard to get it out once you've gotten it on your clothing. So I'm going to have this dark colored towel. I own turmeric colored towels too because we use turmeric so much. So I'll just demonstrate the gargling, and you do want to get a nice vigorous gargle. And the reason I leaned over so much is because it will also stain your sink, and that will come out if you use a good abrasive scrub. But still, I don't want to clean my sink again. So there you go. was maybe a little over a half cup. And you want to keep going with this. Until it's all gone. Now, if you don't want to hurt your neck when you're doing this, so it may help just to support your occipital bone a bit while you're doing this. Ah, much better. Okay, you get the idea. Tongue scraping is an important way to maintain oral health, and so when we sleep at night, the toxins try to find their exit sites, and one of those sites is onto the tongue. So it's common to wake up in the morning with a coated tongue, and it's also important to scrape your tongue before you eat anything so that you can be eliminating those toxins from your body and not be re-ingesting them. And let's see. The tongue is a little microcosm of our organ system. You can find these charts online, I believe, but our lungs and heart are represented in the front part of the tongue, the tip of the tongue, and then stomach, small intestine, and then the colon at the back. And then, of course, liver and spleen are in there midway on the sides, and then your kidneys kind of far back. And so when we tongue scrape, we are producing a beneficial action, an auxiliary action on all of our organs. And Ayurveda says that scraping the tongue should only be done in the morning and on an empty stomach. Scraping the tongue is a good way to start to observe the tongue and, as a result, the health of your internal organs. Here is my well-loved and oft-used tongue scraper. I do this every morning, first thing in the morning after I brush my teeth. And you want to use a metal tongue scraper, because if you're just scraping your tongue with your toothbrush, you're just moving around the toxins that reside in the furry surface of your tongue. The metal tongue scraper will slough the toxins off your tongue. And I will not do a demonstration of this. Well, hang on. I'm not going to actually scrape my tongue, but you ought to see that you do get the metal part as far back on your tongue as possible, and then pull downward to tongue scrape. If you would like me to create a customized Radiant Living detox and rejuvenation program for you, please email or call to schedule an appointment. My email address is patricia.wickman@gmail.com, and my phone number is 715-529-3061. Please visit the Radiant Living website at www.rlyaa.com for more information and pricing.